Hey there, YouTube land. Big Dave here. So, I'm just showing this because some of you might have one of these old Scotties that I talked about. And Big Al was nice enough to send me a message and about his. And it's possible that the mechanism for the pin doesn't exactly work right. So, there's the pin when it's normal. Now, this is one that's in good condition and it works properly. Now, what happens is when you set the caster, this piece is going to slide out. It's going to go like this. There's a pin that pushes this piece. I'm trying to do this one-handed. Maybe I have to do it two-handed. Let's just see. This pushes up. And then this plate locks underneath this little clip, and nothing should be in the way. Now on this one, I'm going to make it flush so you can see it. The pin just barely sticks out. Let's look at it here. There's the pin. Barely sticks out, and nothing's coming out of the plate. So if you have something sticking out of the plate, then you know something's not right. When you go to cast, the top of this plate where my thumb is hits a piece inside the reel. It's like another little actuator. I'll just show it to you. It's here. It's this thing that sticks out. Okay? So it hits that, and then this pushes down, and that snaps back out. So you have two springs, the bigger spring, which keeps the pin out, and then this is the counter spring over here on this other piece. And really the only way I see that it's attached is underneath that brass plate. There's a rivet to the left. I don't see anything else that's in there on this one. It's hard to see on the video also, but it's underneath that brass plate off to the left. So, and unfortunately, you can see how this is banged in with a little pin and a ball peen hammer or something, you know, and that's the way they used to make them back then. So it's a very simple mechanism. If you had to get it apart and start drilling out anything, you know, chances are it's never going back together. This here might be salvageable if this has to come apart. You could kind of ding this off of here. It's brass, so it would be a little bit soft, but the trick would be getting it back on would be I don't want to say almost impossible, but that's the problem with these old reels. You know, they're not very serviceable in some ways. They're hard to deal with. You would have to, you know, kind of bang this back together and then get it back on this. And these were one-timers, which means, you know, everything was set and they would put it together and bang, 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 you know, and hit it with a hammer, a ball peen, or a little rivet machine or whatever they were using, and then it would be together. And it wasn't really meant to be taking it apart in the future for the service, so it's kind of limited what you can do. But you can tweak, and if you don't go too forcefully, limit, you know, some of these things. All right, so let's just see this again. This is the pin, and when you push the lever in the back, this goes over and it clicks up. And then when you turn the handle, this gets hit and it goes back. That's really all there is to it. And this pin, the actuator pin, extends into the shaft. And that's where in the reel itself, this pin comes out and pushes. It has a point on it. It's hard to see again. I'm sorry, you know, with the focus thing. It's not really. Yeah, you see when this comes out, it's got a point on it, and it pushes the pin out to the side and sets the catch mechanism. All right, so anyway, there we are, and I hope this is helpful. And if not, it's fun to see the inside of some of these old reels. There's the box. This is probably 1959 or so. I don't know. There's the box. Here's another box. Came up a little bit. There's another Scottee box. It's fun to look at these, all right? Okay, I'm going to have my coffee now. Have a good day, and we'll talk. Bye-bye.